Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are all over the world, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is still Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. As always, Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uche Okafo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one truth many of us will not be able to appreciate, but it's just a matter of time. Mazi Uche Okafo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nandioku Kano, the Prince of Afari Ibeku. Of course, I won't say that until it's all over. He is the Prince of Afari Ibeku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom. The one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 60 years. Almost 60 years. Nobody found it necessary. Nobody deemed it fit to stand up and speak for people like us. Afari Ibeku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran television, the one and the only man that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people across the globe. It is a matter of time you will all come in terms with our stand as a people. I remember George Onyibe, I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Every piece of land in Delta State. And as always, we acknowledge the Creator, Chukwu Kika Biama, the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man. For he is the lifting up of our head. Without him, we are gone as a people. In my humble way, I will acknowledge him. You know, some say, let's pray. It's okay. But we don't pray. Our ancestors don't pray. They decree a thing and it will come to pass. That is why they will tell you, because we don't pray. We decree. But of course, because of English language, we have to indulge. Let's just pray. And so we sound religious. But in the real sense, we do not pray. We decree a thing and it will come to pass until we lose it all. Don't make a mistake about it. There's a difference between praying and then decreeing. And so in my humble way, I will give it to him. Anye na jage mao, makanezioku nebo so mao, ihonanya ne nage, ubiomage, ojuru anyanya dadio, inwe gembangwe o digonye dekage. Ebu Alpha and Omega, Anine Nasina Nedemao. As always on this segment, our team remain back to your root. Back to your root on this segment. Nothing more, nothing less. And most of our people have been uncomfortable with this team. They just don't understand because we have been told our ancestors are evil. Our ancestors don't have sense. Our ancestors have been demonized. But this is who we are in the end. And then our leader Mazen Nandekanu will say, a people without the history. A people without their history. They are like a tree without a taproot. No matter what happened in the end. No matter what happened in the end. It looks as if they never existed. And then if anybody must talk about our father, we should be the one who will tell them who our ancestors is. Believe me, it's not just with us as a people. It has always been the way of life. I would not want to digress further, but rather let's go to our topic because our time has been spent already. Our theme today, or rather we're going to go through series, is going to be on series. The topic we will be dealing on is titled Igbo Bu Igbo. Igbo Bu Igbo. Yes, you heard me. Igbo Bu Igbo. Back to your root. The team remain back to your root. And our topic this evening is simply Igbo Bu Igbo. And now I want you to follow up with keen interest, and may God open your eyes. I have been around Biafra land. I have studied every tribe in Biafra land. The people of Biafra, I have watched them one after the other. I have specimented them, or how do I put the grammar? And today I have come to a stand, and I know that nobody can be telling you the truth more than me. Nobody stand to correct you as a Biafran and guide you back to your mother's kitchen more than IPOB. And we owe it all to our leader, Mazen Nandioku Kano, the one who has set up the foundation and the pillar for us to know where we are coming from, in order for us to appreciate where we are going to. There are certain things we may not want to see because we don't want to provoke anybody, or maybe we don't want to cause confusion. But at the end of the day, you must hear the truth, because that is all that can set us free. Like I said, our topic this evening, back to your root, our topic is Igbo Bu Igbo. I go to some meeting, and then the Igbo Biafrans will stand up and say, Igbo Bu Igbo, Kwenu. Igbo Bu Igbo. And now, I want you, those of you who can understand Igbo, to follow me closely. Igbo bu Igbo is one meaning. Igbo bu Igbo is another. And then, when exactly did you know when you are saying Igbo bu Igbo and Igbo bu Igbo? I want you to follow it. And maybe you know where we are coming from. And then you begin to appreciate where we are going to. Igbo bu Igbo. Igbo bu Igbo. They sound the same thing to me, but they don't mean the same thing to me. And of course, when you call as an elder, when you call as somebody who know who your father is, as a genuine Biafra without mixed blood, correct me because I stand to be corrected. And now, when you say Igbo bu Igbo, it simply means that there are Igbos that are not Igbo. I want you to follow it. Because not until we begin to gather our particles together and make sure we are heading to one destination, you have no idea what all these idiots who have surrounded our land will do with us. And the most humiliating aspect of it is that they are going to use some of you to undermine our position as a people. But we can only give praise to the Almighty Creator because we have passed that junction. You people are very far behind. I'm talking about the enemy of Biafra. Because we will not leave any stone unturned. Igbo bu Igbo. Igbo bu Igbo simply mean that there are Igbos that are Igbo and there are Igbos that are not Igbo. And then some people who don't know the implication of the first word will say Igbo bu Igbo. That means Igbo is Igbo. They both contradict itself. And I will ask you, which one is even correct? Is it Igbo bu Igbo or Igbo bu Igbo? And for those of you who can understand the Igbo dialect, one of them say the Igbos that are Igbo. And the other one say Igbos are Igbo. The first one actually create a boundary. And this is where the problem begins to come. And this is where our people missed it all. And this is where we begin to have challenge. All this while, one has not been on air. I have seen a lot of idiots yapping on Facebook. I was in a forum. And then somebody said, this one, Niger Delta now, is asking IPOB to come and apologize to idiot Chibuike Rotimi, Baba Masi Amechi, for questioning him. What is happening to our people? And I remember I asked them a simple question. Who is a Niger Delta? Yoruba is Niger Delta. Only idiot claim to be Niger Delta. Yoruba is Niger Delta. Ondo State is Niger Delta. What are we not talking here? And so when they say Niger Delta say that IPOB should come apologize to, is he apologize to Chibuike Amechi? You begin to answer, is it Yoruba Niger Delta, or is it Hausa Niger Delta, or is it Igbo Niger Delta, or Ijo Niger Delta? Who the heck is this idiot? Not until you understand the implication of the evil around us, you will use your hand to kill yourself. Niger Delta demand give IPOB ultimatum of 1 week to apologize to criminal Chibuike Amechi. The question now is it Igbo Niger Delta? Is it Igbo Niger Delta? Is it Ijo Niger Delta? Is it Akwa Ibom Niger Delta? Is it Yoruba Niger Delta? Who the idiot is giving that ultimatum? Let it come forward. Let's address his stupidity. But of course, you don't know. And so the moment they say, oh, Niger Delta, I want to give order, and then all of you are panicking because you don't know that even our WhatsApp, Babangida is a Niger Delta man, in case you don't know. And so when we gather as a people, not until we know what bound us as one, not until we know where we are coming from, then we do not have the right to say we know where we are going to. Igbo bu Igbo, Igbo bu Igbo. That is our topic. And it is going to lead us a very long while, believe me. Having said that, let me tell you some of the things you need to understand. There are certain things they say, don't talk about it. There are a lot of things that concerns us as a people that we may not have the courage to say, either because it will cause more disunity or it will expose the seed of the traitors in our midst, or maybe cause confusion. And so they say, don't see it, please, hold it there. We have been holding it for as long as we can. And sometimes we need to open up our mouth and speak, because there is time for everything. A time to speak and a time to be quiet. A time to die and a time to come alive. A time to be talking and a time to be shooting. You will understand that the pair of light is not in your hand, but it has to start this way. A leader said the door is open and the enemies are showing themselves. But whatever the case may be, the truth must be told and everyone must be delivered. This is the only way we can enjoy the Biafra that we long for, the Biafra that we seek for. We have lived thousands of years without any of us being referred to as IGBO, without any of us being referred to as Sinzon, before any of us being referred to Agbo, Ikwere, or any garbage we answer today. But we were a people, the Biafran people. And today, I sit back and I watch our people. With the distinction that God has placed in our midst, I watch our people. With the evidence before our very eyes revealing the truth to us, I watch our people. And then only those who know the truth will come on the microphone, will be out there fighting to make sure that the people are united. I see people and I give it to the Igbo Biafrans. Igbo Amaka, Igbo Mama, Igbo di. But I want us to follow the way down to our mother's kitchen. And then maybe you begin to appreciate it. And so when you gather and you tell your children, Igbo bu Igbo, please help your children to understand what you mean. Igbo bu Igbo, Igbo bu Igbo. What do you mean? If your children do not know this truth, the one that will come in the midst of Igbo people in the nearest future, I must assure you that you are not ready for it. We are a people who stand, represent the light. We are a people, the people of God, and nobody can undermine our position on the face of this planet Earth. Of course, they may have the temporary time to undermine us, but not until we know the truth about who we are. We may have to suffer much more. I'm just trying to create a preamble to enable you appreciate what we're about to discuss in this study. We have not even started, because today is just going to be an introductory part of this series. The moment you don't want us to talk about this, you don't want us to have understanding about this truth, and then you begin to see where all the lies are. Let me tell you something. There is a community in my place. The father and the mother died when their only son was 6 years old. And the property of the man and the woman, who were very rich, was bequeathed, or rather entrusted, to their housemaid, who was expected to train that child and hand over the rest of the property to the child as time progresses. But the boys start growing up without going to school, because the handmaid refused to send this child to school. They spend the resources of this on their own children. They turned this child to a slave, and this child grew up in his father's house as a slave. And every morning, while other children of the slave go to the school, he go hawking. He has to go from one place to another. He become an errand boy on top of his father's wealth. The burden was becoming too much for him to bear. He sees himself as a slave who does not have any right. What is he going to do? Nothing. But he has his life and could take a decision that will hurt him for the rest of his life or save him. But he was not ready for that truth. And then one Sunday morning, he was supposed to have prepared to be going to church as always. And they asked him, come on, go to the market and buy something. And the boy frowned out of the house and was crying. And then there was another old woman sitting opposite that compound. He called the boy and said, what is the problem? And the boy said, I'm prepared to go to church, but they said I have to go to the market. And then when I get to the market, I should buy this and buy that, and no more church for me today. And the old woman said to that child, he said, I want to tell you a secret. Will you promise me you will listen to me? Are you promising me you will do what I ask you to do? The boy said, yes, ma. And he said to that child, you see this building? It belongs to your father. You see that man sending you on this errand and his children? They are your father's slave. Your father died when you were very small. They asked them to take care of you and hand over everything to you when you are grown up. But with the left they are bringing in now or bringing out now, we know they will never take care of you. And the boy was like shocked. Do you mean this house belongs to my father? The woman said yes. Do you mean these are my parents' slaves? He said yes. And he said to the boy, don't worry, just go and buy what they ask you to buy. In less than 2 minutes, the boy has gone to the market, came back with every item. They were shocked he came back so quickly. And they asked him, you do this, you do that. He did that. They went to church and leave him to become a slave in his father's house. But the truth was coming up. And the moment they went to the church, he ran to that old woman and said, Mama, tell me I want to hear more. Mama, tell me I want to hear more. If you know what Radio Biafra is here to do for you as a Biafra, you will make sure that there is a transmitter in your village, not all those 419 transmitter. Not all those abrakatami brakata. You will make sure that your village people are hearing this because it is coming out. And Nigeria will know no peace. And the old woman said to the boy, now this is what actually happened. And the boy said, what do I do? He said, go back home. When they come back, you claim to be the chairman of the house. The boy had his bath, dressed up properly, and sat down on the chair that is meant for the king, chairman. And when they came back from the church, they saw him sitting on the chair and said to him, why are you sitting there? He just looked at the man and removed his face. In fact, he poured champagne for himself. And they carried cane. Hey, you are a bad child, you are a bit. They want to whip me. He said, you stop that nonsense. Tibas, are you talking to me also? Of course, I'm talking to you. He called his name Jumbu. I'm talking to you, Jumbu. Who the hell do you think you are? And they paused and looked at him. The boy said, you dare not lay that your dirty finger on me. They were shocked. They were shocked. And Jumbu said, now let me tell you. From this moment onwards, all of you move your property out of my father's building and go back to the gateman house. Who told you all this thing? He says, see, don't make me get angry. The boy didn't carry AK-47. The boy did not carry weightlifting. The boy did not carry any muscle. It was still the same child. And that is when the Bible says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And that is why the Bible says, the righteous as bold as lion. He now know the truth. Some people are waiting, give us order, give us order, give us order, give us order. You don't need the order. There is the truth you will know from Radio Biafra. And when you know that truth already, all those Fulani from Futajalo Mountain, they will run to Europe. Because that's where they come from will not contain them. I think they are coming now. They are coming. They are organizing everywhere. It's good. But if you do not know this truth, you will not have the will to do what you are ought to do. If you don't know this truth, a lot of idiots are coming to crack you down and you will fall down and never be there again. You think everybody that say, IPOB, one family, IPOB, one family. Many of them are idiots. They are 100 family. How close you are to our leader don't make you a genuine IPOB member. For in the end, all of you will be disgraced. You will not be the first. So that's I know how I have Mazen and the canon number. I will call him, and your time is limited. People know this truth, that your evil cannot determine what they do. Igbo bu Igbo or Igbo bu Igbo. But of course, like I said, this is just introduction. And this boy knew the truth for the first time. And this truth empowered him that he could confront the detractors of their people. If you know the truth, if you are out for the truth, you will understand what our leader have been saying. And why Mazim Efo stood his ground. It's very convenient for all of us. You know, we the Niger Delta. Of course, I'm supposedly from Niger Delta. Idiots. We the Niger Delta. But at the end of the day, where are we? But I won't digress to that end. We must continue. The moment you don't want to talk about it, understand that the truth remains the same way. For instance, how many colors of skin do we have? I have heard people talk about white, black, yellow, pink, red, but they will never tell you how many skin color do we have. It's amazing. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to leave it there. Allow the sleeping dog to lie. It's just the same way. They won't tell you. The blacks are the most impoverished Homo sapien on the face of the planet Earth. But I tell you, as poor as you can be as a black man anywhere in the world, as poor as you can be, as marginalized as you can be as a black man, as emasculated as you can be as a black man, as homeless as you can be, they fear you. They fear you. Go and ask Hillary Clinton. They fear you. Hillary Clinton made a statement and said when he sees a black man, he sees a predator. But in America, blacks are the one being killed, blacks are the one being jailed, black as the one being used as pig for experiment in the lab. But yet Hillary Clinton made a statement and said that when he sees the black, he sees a predator. Why do they fear you? Blacks India are suffering. Blacks American are suffering. Blacks in the African black are suffering. In fact, few Onyibe in Africa will subdue and destroy the whole black. What are they afraid of? But not until you embrace the truth and see what makes you tick, they will keep terrorizing you. This is the truth we are here to unleash. Honestly, why are they afraid to stop Nigeria? Look at the issue of Nigeria. Everybody is coming to romance and they are pretending they don't see it. British government can come out and shamelessly dance naked before the global community and say, oh, the territorial integrity of Nigeria is not in territory and it's English anyway. But what is it about this Nigerian they don't want it to stop? Because you will see that there is no world power inside world power. International Criminal Court of Justice cannot release justice. Because you stop Nigeria, all those criminals there will not be funded any longer. Britain and France will become the poorest country or the colonial master in the world if you stop Nigeria. But are we going to say Nigeria will remain because they would be poor? It's their choice. Nigeria must stop. But of course, it's stage by stage. That is the hate speech. Oh. They don't want to discuss about the issue of Nigeria. The only thing you hear is in territorial integrity of Nigeria is going to be territorial and integrity. Who is deceiving who here? Friends of my fathers. That is what we call you. All of you are friends of our father. When your father, when your friend's son call you friend of my father, you should know the implication. Every country in the world who still wanting Nigeria to remain one, you are the friends of our fathers. You betray him, that is what it means. The betrayer of our ancestors. These are the things they don't want you to talk about. Why are they afraid of the issue of Biafra? To mention Biafra, all of them are panicking. But yet we don't have AK-47. But yet we don't have any, because Biafra will resurrect the truth that will disgrace them to where they truly belong. We don't need AK-47 to get our freedom. We do not need AK-47 or alliance with any idiot. All we need to know is to know the truth. Speak the truth. It will upset the balance. Like that child who took over his father's property just by knowing the truth. We will be free once and for all time. They knew we were here before they came. They knew we predate them. They knew we will remain here even after they are long gone. And then when you talk about Biafra, you say, no, this Biafra of 18. You are idiot. Biafra is not of 18. Biafra is the real deal. Why are they afraid to make mention of Biafra? Why are they afraid of IPOB? We've not shot a bullet. We've not killed anybody. We are operating within the preamble of law. They call us name. They kill us. They incarcerate us. We do not have access to justice system, and they won't see genocide on our land, and they say nothing. But all of them are looking for a fault. If we pick gun now, they will gather against us. We will give them that privilege, because if the only option to get our freedom is to carry AK-47, and then so shall it be. But until then, because of the issue of Biafra, the world is on trial. But these are the issues that nobody wants you to talk about. They don't want you to talk about it. They may never discuss about these issues because it will upset the balance. The world you talk about today is built on their comfort zone from our misery. And so they won't talk about it. Believe me, we're coming from somewhere. In this series, we will be considering the mindset behind these words as it concerns us as a people of Biafra. This word, which is our topic, Igbo bu Igbo. Igbo bu Igbo. Understand the meaning of that words. If that is not your dialect, go and find out, because it's taking us a very long journey. Igbo bu Igbo. When somebody made that statement, he was talking to a group of Igbo, not all the Igbo, because many Igbo are idiots. And if many Igbo are idiots, then the one that claim they are not Igbo, they are the worst idiotic. I didn't make use of those words. I listened to elders make mention of that. And some people will even carry Gouda and be saying Igbo bu Igbo. You don't know the implication of those words you use. We shall know the truth, and the truth will set us free. Igbo bu Igbo. Igbo bu Igbo. That means there are Igbos and there are some Fulani children inside Igbo claiming to be Igbo. I listened to our leader brokers. He was talking about what they will do to complete their Islamization agenda. They are not using Fulani. We have Yusuf Nwolo from Imo State. Go to control there. There is a house behind that corner. Government gave to them in case you are looking for them. Contact the Imo State coordinator. He will show you that upstairs. Government of the zoo called Nigeria, Fulani government hired a story building for all the Igbo that have become governor. They are led by Yusuf Nwolo. Yusuf Nwolo is from Imo State. He's the chairman of all the Igbo of Fulani in Igbo land. And so Imo State Polytechnic, Imo State University, all of you, people like Yusuf Nwolo and group of company, all of them are going to come. Obi of Abavo now, his name is, what is his, Obi of Abavo, in Abo. That one has changed his name even 1980. That Obi of Abavo have changed his name. In fact, go to that. That is why I love Abavo people. They chased him out of that throne. They desecrated that throne. They will never recognize him. Abavo is divided into two. Half of Abavo is in Edo State. Half of Abavo is in Delta State. The other land of Abavo in Edo State is occupied by Fulani as we speak. But what is the meaning of Abavo? If you understand your language, I won't go there today anyway. Igbo bu Igbo. You have to wake up and don't let Igbo Fulani to destroy what is left of us. But of course, we must understand why those words were used in the first place. And then maybe we can save the rest of our brothers. Or then we can watch them. Help the enemy to bastardize our blood lineage. And why most of us are yapping, intellectual. But of course, we must continue. Our people must understand this truth. If you talk about them, it will upset the balance. A lot of things will be destroyed. Tomorrow they will come out and they will tell you, yes, this Chukwemeka, Muhammadu Buhari, Chukwemeka have entered. People like Ojo Zokalo, if you know their real name, politically it will amaze you. You think he's still answering Ojo Zokalo. But of course, if you are not privileged to listen to our leaders, last broker, go and listen to the revelation coming out pure truth, life and direct. And now this is the time where you must make use of that word. When you see an Igbo man behaving like an idiot, telling you he's not in support of Biafra, you just look at him in the face and say, Igbo bu Igbo, and walk away. Maybe you will be able to call themselves back. And you see Abo man, Ikwere man, Ijo man, Akwa Ibom man. He said it's not Igbo. We are not Igbo. We are Niger Delta. We are Akwa Ibotarian. We are Robotarian and Oshobotarian. You look at them in the face and say, Igbo bu Igbo. Maybe you'll be able to wake them up. Because there is more to the meaning of that words than you can comprehend. But no, you don't have to say it. It will cause confusion. If you say it, you of course, we want to upset the balance. Let the truth be the truth. And these are some of the things we will be looking at on this series. The origin of that slogan. And its importance as a regard to us as a people. Who made that statement? What was he carrying in his mind? Believe me, I've watched our people. And our leader has seen all about all of you. And we can cure you. In fact, you are cured already. Don't worry. Igbo bu Igbo. Igbo bu Igbo. Do you understand the meaning? It shows original and fake. Which means the sons of the... you know that there are other people. Nzenozo, Nzenozo. Do you know the meaning? You don't read them in the university. They are all there before us because there are certain truths that they didn't want to temper. They could manage it only if you will know the truth. Somebody think Fulani is our problem. Somebody think Yoruba is our problem. You think the checking point in our land is the issue. You think all the AK-47 and the raping and the killing is the issue. When the time will come. Okay, mending in Vumenya. Wakamani na lenya ngweleko jeluango. Anyi tigu we here yiketi we buboki mewe. Ono agotana onweno nya agotani here like many. That's the way you see Fulani carrying gun and jumping up and down. They never know what is coming for them. But until you receive this truth, until you embrace this truth, because you discover them yourself, it will be fatal for us to make any move. And of course, we know you are getting the truth, life and direct. It's just an introduction anyway. But just begin to mention that name. Think deep into it. After all, if you are Yoruba church, they begin to tell you to speak certain amen, amen. You be nating amen, 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 amen. Like madman, amen, amen. After the amen, now Hannah, Olukwa Jesu, amen, Oluwawa, idiot. And every day your life is becoming more miserable. You won't appraise the truth. But of course, they came late. You shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Igbo bu Igbo. If you all know that you know, and that you know that only Igbo bu Igbo, and then we will continue from there. You must understand our mode of dressing, the influence of the Westerner, and its implication as regards us as a people. The issue regarding our food and influence, its influence on our people, our culture, our tradition regarding festive period, and its implication and influence to us as a people. The name will bear, the spiritual implication, and its influence on us as a people. If you fail to embrace this truth, believe me, these people will always destroy us. They will always undermine us. They will always relegate us to the background. And don't let them divide us further. Don't let them destroy all that is left of us. We must therefore rise up as Biafrans that we are. If we tell you you are a Biafran, enter the queue, because it is a privilege to be a Biafran. I don't know how I would have felt by now if I'm not a Biafran. Honestly, I don't know how I'll be feeling. And that is why I don't envy Yoruba, I don't envy Hausa, I don't envy Fulani. It's not my fault that I'm a Biafran. Now let me tell you. Do you know in Israel you have 34 different languages being spoken in Israel? Is it spoken or spoken? Those who are monitoring my English. 34 different languages. And I think about half of them are not indigenous, and the other half of them are indigenous. But I thought the Israel are the children of Jacob, 12 sons of Jacob. How come inside there you have Hebrew and you have Arabic? And then you begin to have other pockets. Why are the children of Abraham not speaking the same language? There is no better people to explain who we are as Biafran than to begin to look at what has happened to them. A replicant of what happened to them is what is happening to us here. And so when we tell you Idoma, you are Biafran, don't be stupid. Your brothers are Yala. They are there in Cross River State. Don't be hopeless. Don't be an animal. Look for IPOB and join. When we tell you Igala that you are a Biafran, don't be an idiot. You are an experiment in Kogi State. Go back and join your brothers in Anambra State. We will call you and say you are a Biafran. Don't try to study us through education. You will not see us there. For true human knowledge, nobody can discover God. Nobody. And then, like I once said, IPOB is the physical image of the invisible Biafra. It is as simple as that. I wrote it on my Facebook wall some time ago. I say IPOB is the physical image of the invisible Biafra. And somebody came out there and said, hey, this guy invisible Biafra. But he's an idiot. He thinks like somebody who go to Yoruba Fulani school. He's an idiot. I didn't respond to that idiot. Because all you need to know about Biafra is in IPOB. And that is why those who pioneer IPOB should be very careful. No matter the little position you occupy, be very careful. Men and women will talk about you after you have long gone. You will wish you did the right thing, because the lot of Ifajuna will be better than all of you. And there are those who make history, and there are those who write history, and there are those who discuss history, and there are those who punish history. Igbo bu Igbo. Igbo bu Igbo. That is where we end this segment. It's just an introduction, and hopefully by tomorrow we'll continue from there. Just go with this question. Ask yourself. In fact, the line will be open temporarily, and I want to hear just few response. What is the difference between Igbo bu Igbo and Igbo bu Igbo? Asenadia mama konecha gwarubushi. I'll be back in a minute.
This song is dedicated to the victims of this genocide. Those who lost their lives from 1967 to this very moment.
I had to do this song with Wee-Woo. My brother man, I don't believe you. Shake a man to beat you. My brother man, listen up. Tell that Biafra soldier that is gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafra soldier that is gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that is gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that is gonna be alright. gonna bring us down. They wanted we keep rising up. CB prayers wanna bring us down. They wanted we keep rising up. Bring your gun and your bullet and bazooka and your grenade and Biafrans. We will fight till the end. See them saboteurs playing cow dice in the corner. But we will win them all. I said we will win them all. Man, the Kanu is the leader. He says it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafra soldier that it's gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafra soldier that it's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that it's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that it's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafra soldier it's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell the wounded it's gonna be alright. Tell our mothers, our fathers that it's gonna be alright. Tell our mothers, our fathers that it's gonna be alright. Oh.
I remember a very good brother man from my nation, Biafra land. Yeah. Oh na na na, what a wicked world. Our junior, another day, Biafrans, shot by the government. Because of our freedom, we are fighting for a better life. One thing I know, forward ever, backward never. We will one day avenge their day, someday, sometime. So
Tell that Biafra soldier that it's gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafra.
Of course, it is going to be all right. There is no two ways about it. Our lines are open at this moment, and you are free to call in. I said, will you call? I want you to tell me what you understand by that simple words. Igbo bu Igbo and Igbo bu Igbo. It's going to help a lot in this series. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line. Our WhatsApp line is 081-070, I beg your pardon, 815-45642. Our WhatsApp line, I repeat again, is 070-815-45642, and the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Yes, a caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Of course, we lost that caller. Caller on WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from India.
Good evening from here.
Good evening, sir. I'm calling from India.
Go ahead, please. The implication. What do you understand by Igbo bu Igbo and Igbo bu Igbo? If you can, please tell us.
Mazi George Onyibe, I really appreciate your topic today. I'm Udenna Nwachubu Anthony. I'm calling from India. It's the little experience I have for what you are saying this evening for Igbo bu Igbo. I really understand that the people who call Igbo bu Igbo is the people who do the right thing for restoration of Biafra. And those who try to betray Biafran restoration are those who we know as saboteur in our midst. And we pray that they all must be there and see Biafra restored.
Thank you very much. That is your own version of it. But I must say that word, Igbo, I've been hearing it for a long time, even before I heard IPOB. But of course, you make sense. Because only Igbo, only Igbo understand what we talk on Radio Biafra. Igbo. They can't understand that, honestly. And when we say use this word, it's applicable to every tribe of Biafra. If you are not a pure breed, you won't understand. Forget about your mother can claim to be anywhere and you are there claiming no. We shall know the truth before this series ends. Thank you very much, my brother, and we must continue.
Thank you.
Yes. Caller on the female line, your name and where. Of course, we lost that caller. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Yes, sir. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi George Onyibe. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is Obiman Chibike. I'm from Ngudi. I'm calling from the state of Israel. Igbo Bibo ekele mono. Igbo mununze mo ekele mono. Mazi, thank you very much for this.
My God. That is Zoo Epileptic Network. Mazi from Israel. Please try and call me back. Call on the female line. Can you hear me, please? Call on the female line. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Nefi.
Domo, sir.
Domo, go ahead,
Domo,
please.
Baba. So, my own contribution in Igbo means that all of us, we are one. Our leader used to say that all the Biafra land, all the states in Biafra land start with I. Like the present day Edo state now start with I. Igodo, Migodo, Idu land. It just starts with I. Igbo starts with I. All the nation in Biafra land start with I. And secondly, in Igbo land they said Unu. In our language they said Ume. So there is no difference. You understand? A lot of language is very, very alike. It's the Yorubas and the Fulani that came and, mixed the language. We are now speaking different languages. You understand? So if you look at the languages, they are almost the same. There are some things you will say in Igbo land, I will understand immediately. They just come and if you look at the Asians now, the language in nature land is not different. It's not too much different in Igbo land. That is my own contribution. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Owa. We must continue. Our people must get that truth. Because when some people come out and they are yapping on behalf of Biafra, you should know who they are. Our fathers knew this truth before now. And that is why some people say it for fun. Maybe in the beer parlor somewhere, they just say, Igbo, 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 Igbo. They think it's for a joke. There are some people that say IPOB, one family, IPOB, one family. But there are 1,000 family. But they are the other one family. You will understand we are not joking here. Igbo, 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 Igbo. Which one are you? But of course, in the end, we shall know the truth. They say, don't say it. It will provoke some people. It's going to upset the balance. But this is exactly what we want. The balance must be upset. Let justice be justice and let evil be evil. Caller, WhatsApp, are you there, please?
Yes, Maz, I'm back. I don't know.
Thank you for coming out. Don't mind this epileptic network. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Yes, as I was saying, Mazi, there is some gatherings in Igbo land when the elders gathers. There are some faces and some people they will see. The greeting will be Igbo Igbo Ekelamono. That are the sons of the soil. One day you will talk about the son of the soil.
That means there are Igbos that are not Igbo.
Exactly.
Now. And one as Achukuma. Now as Ikechuku. Now as Waye Benine. Igbo bu Igbo. Onwezikwande bu Igbo bu Igbo. Onwezikwande bu Biafra bu Biafra. Adi amama o. Go ahead.
Yes, we are still plenty. That is why you have the name they call Efulefu. The Efulefus are not the Igbo people. The Igbo people are the Aboriginal, the original people. And it does not matter whether you are from the main Igbo. Hence, you have a blood lineage to the Igbo, you are Igbo people. Even if you are from Izon or any other nation in that Igbo, in that Biafra, but you have a blood lineage, or cousin, or your mother is from Igbo, you are Igbo people. Well, I remember in the old days, when during the Eastern region time, as our father told us, when the capital is in Enugu, we call the people of the coastal region, we call them Ndimbamiri. Those days, when somebody from Mbamiri comes out from to the upper land, they like to marry people from the upper land because they see them as the capital city. And those times we intermarry and we mix our blood. All of us are Igbo. But today they are trying to divide us. The Nigerian government, the Zoo government is trying to divide us to put Niger Delta. Then I ask, who are these Niger Delta? Will you remove Anioma from that so-called Niger Delta? Will you remove Ikwere? Will you remove Oba? Will you remove Ndoni? So how will you do it? Well, some people claim that Niger Delta. Look at Niger Delta giving ultimatum to Igbo people to apologize
But is it Yoruba Niger Delta or which Niger Delta? Because Yoruba is still part of Niger Delta. So which Niger Delta are you talking about?
It's the Zoo that will explain to us, or the people that is giving ultimatum. They are the one that will explain better. So when a Yoruba person is giving ultimatum for Igbo person for telling his own brother the truth in Spain, so I don't know. They are just confused. But Mazi, we will get there right. As you said, this is the introductory section of the topic, so we will listen. Let us get to the nitty-gritty of it, then we will respond fully.
Very much. Our people must understand the truth and outside. I may be having one or two challenges with my microphone, but I will get used to it as always, you know. Our people must understand. The point now is not what you think. I want you to look at the implication behind those words. Whoever made use of that words in the first place, what was he having in his mind? I'm not telling you what you think about it. What the person who made use of that words in the first place, what was he having in his mind? And then maybe you begin to understand where we are, why we are here, and maybe you begin to appreciate where we are going to. But in the end, Biafra will be restored. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. My name is Saraf. I'm calling from Aba. Yeah. The meaning of that Igbo is people who can never compromise the interest of their friends because of their selfish interest. Like our leader, Chidi Kemba, who suffered 30 years in Israel because of the interest he has on Biafra issues. So like George Onyibe, like Dekano, Ukemepo, and those, and all of them like that. So if your interest, if your love for Biafrans does not reach up to such standards, you are not to be addressed as an Igbo. Thank you and God bless you.
My brother, the truth cannot be overemphasized. Must be able to, because when you see two people fighting for one thing, the question we should ask ourselves is, are they true from the same source? Igbo bu Igbo. Igbo bu Igbo. The person that made use of this word, he has something in his mind, and that is what we want to find out. Call on the line, name and where are you calling from?
Good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead, please.
From Aba. Mazi Igbo Igbo bụ ihe a na-akpọ nwafọ ntụnala n'ala Igbo. Igbo Igbo wụ nwa afọ nke na-awụghị that is ndị Igbo na-akpọ ya ofeke nke wụ na nwere ike amụtara gị ebe ọzọ ọ na ị bịara abịa ị gaghị ama ntụ n'ala gbasara ihe Igbo na-eme ọya wigbo Igbo gbogboro bụ ndị nke wụọ ha chi esi bịa ndị ụfọdụ ewu ndị atụtara ime ha na mba bịa mụtara anyị ndị ka anyị na-akpọ Igbo gbogboro.
Thank you very much. I want to appreciate the creator. We are going somewhere. We are coming from somewhere. We are going somewhere, and this truth cannot be hidden from any of us anymore. It's just simple. Our fathers used these words before now. They simply said, Igbo bu Igbo. Please, when you call, tell me what you think they were thinking. They must be thinking something that led them to make use of that words. Are you there, caller, on WhatsApp? Caller,
yes, I'm here.
Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm here. Onyibe, God bless you. Elohim bless you. The creator of the sun that divided the day and the night, bless you, Onyibe. The God that created the moon that gives light and dark, bless you, Master Onyibe. May Elohim, Adonai, the founder of the world and creator of the world, bless you, Master Onyibe. The God who created heaven and earth, bless you, Master Onyibe. Any God that did not create heaven and earth will not harm you. Any God that did not create the sun, that giveth the light during the day, will not haunt you. Any God that did not create anything will not haunt you. May Elohim, may Adonai, may the creator of the whole universe, may the maker of all things, visible and invisible, the creator of Buhari, the creator of our people, the creator of Fulani people, the creator of those that are coming to invade our land, may the creator protect Biafra. In the name of Yeshua, the son of Virgin Mary, I pray. Amen. Master Onyibe, your topic this evening, we are listening from Angola. My name is Christopher Ugo. We are here on behalf of IGBO. The cry of Igbo people is our cry. The cry of Biafran people is our cry. We are here. Anytime you call us, we will respond in any form, in any way, in any time. Master Onyibe, your topic this evening, Igbo, Igbo. But I want to remind you that that language is three. One is Igbo, Igbo Obu Igbo. Question: Igbo Obu Igbo. Igbo Bu Igbo. Igbo Bu Igbo. We talk about it. Three. It is three. Igbo Bu Igbo. With that, we never allow people to take their land away from them. That is Igbo Bu Igbo. Igbo Obu Igbo. Which means this is this person from Igbo land, or is this person a stranger? Igbo Bu Igbo. Which means Igbo, that we never allow anything to touch Igbo land. If you are Igbo man, and for instance, you another religion converted you from what you believe to another religion, is it meaning that the religion will give you guarantee for another people to come and occupy your land? If they are converted, even Muslim, you will not allow any Muslim man, stranger, to come and conquer your own land, because that's a land of Igbo, which means you will never allow any intruder, you will never allow any stranger to come and occupy your land, whether you believe in Muslim, whether you believe in Christianity, whether you believe in any religion. Igbo Bu Igbo, which means it must be Igbo. Our people doesn't know what they call Omenana Igbo. Omenana, which means Igbo. They are doing it in Igbo land. Other people have their own land, which means if they are doing it in their own land, it is not the Omenana Igbo. If they are doing it in Hausa land, it is not the Omenana Igbo. It is Hausa, Omenana Hausa, which means Nana Hausa. Igbo Bu Igbo means you will never allow anything touch Igbo land. Igbo Bu Igbo. Onye na-asụ Igbo Bu Igbo. onye abịalụba anyị na-ekele m na ya na-asụ Igbo oke ọ mụtara Igbo amụta onye ọ bụ onye Igbo onye abụghị onye Igbo ịchọgọdị ka ekpochapụ ndị Igbo ọ ga-ekwu oyi because na ọ bụghị onye Igbo mana onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo iwe Muslim iwe Kristian iwe onye omenala amaala nke ga-emetụta omenala Igbo Igbo bụ Igbo nke m bụ nke m nke anyị bụ nke anyị nke ha nwa bụ nke ha nwa ihe omenokwu Igbo bụ Igbo amụrụ m n'ala Igbo etoro m n'ala Igbo ndị Hausa nwere omenala nke ha nwa Yoruba nwere omenala nke ha nwa Yoruba bụ Yoruba Yoruba ọ bụ Yoruba ndị nọ na Yoruba ha niile ha Yoruba ha abụghị Yoruba mana ndị bụ Igbo bụ Igbo bụ ndị agbụrụ n'ala Igbo nke different Igbo ma ụtụtụ ma ehihie they will different Igbo people whether in the day or in the night or in the afternoon. Igbo bụ Igbo. We must defend that land, Igbo land, whether you are from Ogun, whether you are from Ikwere. If you must believe this time, you must put it this time around, whether you like it or not, you must put it this time. We must defend that land. Intruders, we will never take our land, Igbo land. Any part of Biafra land is Igbo land. Thank you, my leader. Onyibe. Elohim. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Our people must understand. Some of these things may not make sense to you, but I want you to give it a deep thought. It will begin to make sense for you. All those idiots hiding in our community. You are from Calabari, you are from Okreka. Go and look at all the idiots coming out to become frontier in their political arena. You find out who their father is. It will amaze you. But some of you idiots are going to die for them to become the next idiot that will rule you. We will not allow that to happen. They will not have for anybody who is not a Biafran to preside over the issue of Biafra. When Biafra is restored, you can come and claim what you want to claim. But not now. That the most important mission of any Biafran anywhere in the world should be, how do we save our land? How do we save the next generation? Aside that, your PhD and LLB, your bank account, they will come for nothing. Igbo bu Igbo. Igbo bu Igbo. And as a gente. And as a kwegente. But we shall see to that. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, my rep. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom. My name is Joy Nwoba from Obingwa in Abia State, Biafra land. Calling from Cross River State, Ikom. My rep, I'm very happy this night for coming out with this team, Igbo Bibo and Igbo Bibo. You have opened our eyes. First of all, I want to appreciate you for some time now. We haven't heard your voice online, and we have been wondering what is going on. And today you're here with us. And I pray that Chukwu Kikabiama Elohim Onye Primihe Niile will continue to strengthen you and guide you, that no evil eyes shall see you. In the name of Chukwu Kikabiama's name, I pray. You see. So your topic this morning concerning Igbo Bibo. Yes, I agree with you 100% that the original Igbo Bibo is the people who understand this struggle and who have, in fact, devoted their life and everything that, even if it should cause them death, that they won't go back from this struggle. And Igbo Bibo is those Efulefu who their lunatic pastor from Yoruba have not told them that masquerade has been our tradition and custom as long as festive period is concerned. And they will live to watch masquerade and go and be watching Father Christmas. And of course, when you bring the two together, you will see that we have been deceived. We have been deceived in the sense that our masquerade covers his face and Father Christmas is covering his face. Nobody have ever seen his face, but we are dangling and dancing in front of him. Who is fooling who? So at the end of the day, you will see that those people that the blood of Fulani blood is running in them, is their name is the one that will be answering that Igbo Bibo. Mana Igbo Bibo is those ones that have stand firm and said no matter what it's going to cost, they will defend their land. And of course, we must continue, and Biafra will come. In the name of Chukwu Kikabiama. Thank you so much, Mazi, for giving me this opportunity.
Our people must understand the truth. And that is the reason why we are here. Because if you do not know the truth, you may not be able to fight and fight to the end. We have to. When you say Igbo bu Igbo, it is like saying a jaw that is a jaw. Akwa Ibom that is Akwa Ibom. You think because you answer Torombo, that means you are from Akwa Ibom? Go and ask the idiot police commissioner in Abia State if he's Akwa Ibom man. But he answers Akwa Ibom name. Go and ask the pipeline gate man who are claiming to be Isian. When you talk now, Isian high, Isian high. Go and ask them, when is an Isian not an Isian man? When is Akwa Ibom man not an Akwa Ibom man? When is Urobo man, is Shekiri man not an Ishekiri man? When is Abo man not an Abo man? Igbo bu Igbo. When is Ikwere man not an Ikwere man? Ugoni man not an Ugoni man? Andoni man not an. When exactly? You have to know them. So when they are operating, you will know who they really are. But of course, we must continue. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there? Call on WhatsApp.
Good evening, Mazi George Onyibe. Mazi NST Onye Chikwendo Onye Nagobo calling from Italy. I just want to contribute on your topic of this evening concern about Igbo bu Igbo and the Igbo wu Igbo. Ihe bụ okwu dị omimi nyere anyị nwa bụ ndị Igbo, because so nwere ndị Igbo ma ha bụ Igbo wu Igbo. Igbo wu Igbo a na-ekwu Igbo ndị ji isi ekwu okwu, Igbo ndị ji isi ude ama ihe, Igbo ị ga-agwa okwu. The topic is this: when your father use I speak to you, you understand. And when Igbo wu Igbo nwere ike na-ebe ndị Igbo na-eme ihe iji ude ịsụọ ude dịka ndị okenye si asụ ude, mana onye ha mma ihe onye okenye ha na-akọwara ya, onye ha bụrụ Igbo wu Igbo. Igbo wu Igbo na-eji anya ekwu okwu. Igbo wu Igbo na-eji ụdị dị iche iche ime ụṅara dị iche iche agwa ụmụ ha okwu. Igbo wu Igbo awụghị na amụrụ gị n'ala Igbo. Igbo wu Igbo awụghị na Igbo onye Igbo, mana o nwere Igbo ndị bụ Igbo. Ama m dịka a na-ekwu, o nwere ndị Igbo wu Igbo dị iche na Igbo bụ ndị Igbo. Nke ahụ uwe ihe abụọ dị iche. Ana m ekele gị maka tọpik iwepụtara n'abalị a. O nwere ndị Igbo mgbe gboo na-ekene ekele gị bịa ebe ndị Igbo nọ, gị si Igbo wu Igbo mma mmanụ, Igbo wu Igbo ndewo nụ, Igbo wu Igbo unapụtara. Onye wu onye Igbo ga-ama ihe a na-ekwu okwu. Onye na-awụghị onye Igbo mgbe ohi kwuru Igbo wu Igbo ndewo nụ, ụkwụ agaghị esi ike n'ala, because ọ ma na ọwụghị riri onye Igbo. Onye Igbo wu Igbo na-eji ude. A na-enwere ihe na-asị isi agwa ụmụ okwu. A na-eji ude agwa nwaanyị alụrụ alụ okwu. A na-eji ude akọwara ihe dị iche iche n'Igbo wu Igbo. Ile na onye Igbo wu Igbo pụtara na-esi na ya achọghị ihe gbasara Biafra, ịmara na onye ha ọwụghị Igbo wu Igbo. Ọwụ Igbo ndị bịara abịa na-ekwu na ha wu ndị Igbo. Onye wu Igbo lụ mmiri a na-afọ, o nweghị ihe gbasara Biafra ọ ga-elehapụ anya na ya. Igbo wu Igbo ndị na-akwụdosi ike n'okwu ha, ha kwuo okwu ha anaghị agbagharị n'okwu ha kwuru, because ha so ihe ụka kparakpa isi ka eji ekwe ya. Igbo wu Igbo na-eji isi ekwu okwu, ha na-eji anya ekwu okwu, ha na-eji ude ekwu okwu, ha na-eji okwu emegharị ha na-eji ekwu okwu. Ndị ahụ wee wụ ndị Igbo wu Igbo. Ana m ekele gị n'abalị. Ana m asị Biafra niile, onye na-ebe ọ nọ nọsi ike na mbọ anyị na-agba ka anyị nwere onwe anyị. Ọwụghị maka anyị jee nara ndị Awụsa ana ha, ọwụghị maka anyị nara ndị Yoruba ana ha, ọwa ana anyị. Mana ihe nna ji Chukwu Okike abịa ma ka ihe ji tinye anyị na ana awụ ana na-adọrọ attention ụwa niile. Ala Biafra na-adọ attention ụwa niile. Nna ji Chukwu Oge nwa tinyere ihe niile ijiri chọọ ụwa mma n'ala Biafra. Ekwele ka ndị iro nara anyị ala nke anyị makwana na ha ga-ana anyị n'ihi na oge Chukwu jiri wepụtara anyị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ka anyị ji wee nwere onwe anyị mana ihe nna ya Igbo bilie n'ebe ọbụla unu nọ bilie n'ebe unu nọ ka anyị chekwaa n'obodo anyị bilie n'ebe unu nọ Igbo ka anyị chekwaa ala anyị bụ ala Biafra ọ ga-adịrị anyị na mma ise
said, having some challenges. Two challenges. We must continue. Igbo. I want you to have a deep thought within the mindset of people who made use of that statement. Of course, I will be signing off temporarily. I shall be back in a minute. Still trying to put the gadget in place. Never. And everybody will understand now. Onwe Igbo bu Igbo. Onwe Biafra bu Biafra.
Wabaya, onye monye buzala. Oh, beautiful ding, onye bonare ya. Kwebo onwe yi no onye bonare don. Oh, bia da wan me ka ga bo. Mo nwere ego mo nwe yi nwanne ka ga bo. Tile nyoke bota mo se ni maka o. O memma na ma ya na.